Hello. Let us see how the sound comes through on here. Microphone has been turned up, so I should be good, but don't want to overpower the music as well, so let me know how that sounds. Let's get all those bits and pieces on my desk, so it's all visible. Hopefully the music is loud enough to be heard and I can still be heard as well. So please let me know what you think, but welcome to the stream. Just waiting to see if we do get anyone else join, as this is a giveaway stream for a copy of the starter set for Danheim's Crossroads Ancient Sagas Vikings edition. But we'll go into some more information on that in a little bit, but again, we'll just wait to see if we get anyone else in the stream. What we'll do, we'll turn that one down and we'll peak that up a little bit more. We'll see how that is. It'll be sod's law that I've just timed that as the music changes. And we'll also see tell you what, we haven't even got that on shuffle. That was just playing through a set playlist, so we will shuffle that. And in fact, it's a little bit quiet for me, so we'll peak that up a little bit for me as well so I can actually hear the music. And we'll see how that goes. Won't be typing anymore because I've had to move the keyboard off the desk for this. A little bit better on the cards. There we go, that's better. I can see what it's looking at now. And we'll move the mouse off the desk as well. So, as I say, this is a bit of a pack opening for myself for the cards, as I've still got a few cards left to collect from the set. I believe I'm only 3 cards short of fully completing the set for at least having one of every card. There are only 50 cards total. But I do know for a fact I am missing, let's just say, a fair few cards in order to complete both sides of it, to have non-foil and foil variants of the cards. So we're looking to try and complete that off if we can. But also we are here for the purpose of a giveaway. Over at Folk Realms, Danheim's social media platform for the pagan community, for Norse spiritualism and everything under the sun under that realm. I did a competition to give away a copy of the game of Crossroads Ancient Sagas, which includes a board, the main deck, just a deck that's for 2 players that can be split into for 2 players. But on top of that, I've also included a few little extras as well, to carry the cards. So you've got a little box to store everything in, some card sleeves that are color coordinated with the counters, and also a Viking coin that you can use to flip to determine who goes first or second. I'll bring those out in just a little bit as well. But again, just want to welcome everyone into the stream. Hopefully we've got the people that have entered the competition in. For any of those that did enter the competition, we will see if the wheel is still there. I've still got my wheel ready to go, been testing it to make sure it all works. So we've got the 5 entrants that completed the tasks required to enter this competition. So they are all set and ready to go. I will announce the winner on this stream over on Folk Realms, and then I'll direct message the winner so we can arrange for all the details for shipping out the item in question. As I say, it's going to go into a box so we can get it all shipped out safely and work everything out. Get rid of that for now, as we don't need it on the screen. If you are one of the winners, please, well, one of the entrants, please let me know if you are here, just so I know who I've got in chat. If your YouTube name is different to what it is on Folk Realms, again, just quickly let me know, just so that I know who I'm speaking to whilst I go through bits and pieces. But what we'll do is we're going to move stuff to one side just for now, so we can also go over the items that we have that are in the giveaway, just so you can see what there is. Let's just move those to there for now. And as you can see, I have not tampered or opened any of the stuff that needs to be opened, so I genuinely do not know what is in any of my stuff. So we'll put that all to one side. So everything is still sealed from when arrived, apart from a modification to the carry case box, which we'll look at in just a second. But again, just want to show you that everything in question is still sealed, not been used or touched, that there's been no trickery or anything at all, to show that everything is still factory sealed. So I can't have tampered with it in any way, shape or form, but as I say, you'll get a copy of the starter deck. Come on. Nope, not having it today. The Viking starter deck, which is the bigger one, which can be split out for 2 people. There we go. Let's try and take the board out carefully if we can. Move that to one side. So again, the board is still completely sealed, has not been opened, as the original paper is still inside. We'll just do a little tease of the board so you can see it as well. There we go. That. All nice and pristine, so again we'll just get that all closed up. Put this all to one side. I'll say one side, we'll put it back in the original packaging, just so again it's out of the way and it can then be ready to be shipped. So that's like that. And then, as I said, we've also got the little carry case that I have opened the box so I can do some minor modifications, but nothing too major. The only modifications that have been done is I have taken one of my spare duplicate cards and I've slotted it in for the little pouch so you can see what's inside. So if you're displaying on a shelf, you can see from the side. If you play more than one card game, it's very useful to see what you've got. All magnetic, so flips up by a magnet. And inside you can see the little divider. Both coloured card sleeves to put on the cards. And as I said, to the side there is a little card that I put into one side so that you can display what card game it is. We can have a little look to see what card it was, as I cannot remember. It was a Berserker, which is pretty cool still. Let's get that slot back in there. And then inside the box, we also have, thank you very much for that, Nick. And on the inside, we have the little drawer pouch as well. And inside here, we have the coin and the little pouch as well. So that is all of that. So that should be everything included within there. I will, before sending it out, will 100% double check everything to make sure everything is where it needs to be. In fact, I do know that something is awry, as I didn't see the counters. So I will have to look for the counters to see where they are actually kept, because that is something that should have been in there. If they're not, I will make sure before sending, I will get some counters to send out also, because they should have been included in there, and for the life of me cannot find them. I've put everything away for some time now, so but that is that. And one of the things that I did have a member ask for, the gentleman Thor, asked to see my set. So we might not be able to get every single card in shot properly, or we might be able to just about do it. But as you can see, I have a set with pretty much every single card in every single variant. There's just a select few cards that I am just missing, which is normal for a CCG game. But again, I've got a list, so we will pull that to one side as all the cards that are missing. As I say, we're only missing 3 cards total to complete the full set, and then there's quite a few non-foil variants of cards that I am 100% missing, that we would like to try and get today to try and complete off everything. So what we'll do is we're going to make a start with opening one of, space them out a little bit, one of the booster sets in question. So which one should we open? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? We'll wait to see what we get on that one, and then we'll go from there. I will have to get some scissors though, so I'm feeling 2 in particular for myself. We'll open 2. Oh, number 3. Okay, Nick, you've got it. Number 3. Move those to one side. Just very, very gently. There we go. Open up the box, which have been sealed nicely as well, which is great. Just put the rubbish over to one side. And let's get into it. Let's see what we get. Right. Just remember whereabouts the camera is positioned. Oh, there we go. So we've got a Village Drunk, a Nordic Viper, Barren Grounds, Meadhall Misstep, Nordic Viper, Village Pigs, Hoof to Helmet, Field of Mushrooms, Surtur's Forge. Oh, we've got 2 copies of Surtur's Forge, that's cool. Sindri the Smith, 3 copies of Surtur's Forge, Blood Eagle, Berserker, Shattered Bonds, Ratoska, Gungnir. Oh, a couple of these are the other way around now. So we've got a Needhog, a Loki, a Blood Eagle's Embrace, and then these should all be the gold. So what we'll do is we'll just gather them up and put them back in the boxes for now, but let's see what we were actually looking for. If I can find my page. Well, there you go. So, cards I needed to complete my sets. To look to complete, we needed Blood Eagle's Embrace, we needed a Loki, we needed a Needhog, and also I think the only other one there was Surtur's Forge as a non-foil. So that ticks off some of those cards, which is good because once we've completed the set, we can then look to start building a deck at some point as well. So we've got Surtur's Forge, Needhog, and we'll just put a tick over that side for now. So we've made, oh, and the Loki card, there we go. I knew there was 4 there. Let's move that to one side, as we've now got those 4 cards. Which one should we go for next? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Let's see what everyone thinks. So Nick, you did a great job there with your pick. You've picked one that got me cards that I still needed, so thank you very much. What are we thinking for the next one? Two. Okie dokie, we'll go for 2. You've only said that, Nick, just because that's the one I wanted to pick before. But I still appreciate that because that position was still calling to me for whatever reason. So let's see what was in that position and why it was calling to me. Oh, there we go. This one is fully open. So let's move that to that side as well. So, we've got Barren Grounds, Village Pigs, Barren Grounds, Meadhall Misstep, oh, we've got 2 there, Hoof to Helmet, Plague Village, Nordic Viper, Plague Village, Berserker, Forest Troll, another Forest Troll, Muspelheim's Moor, Blood Eagle, Frostfallen Fate, Gungear, Frenzied Jotun, Fenrir, and Temple of Odin, and Tyr. So, let's do a quick check. See which ones we needed from there, if any. Ah, yes we did. Definitely needed 1. We needed the Frenzied Jotun. So we're making good progress. Just double check that there wasn't anything else there that I missed off that I definitely don't need, but I don't think so. Nope. That is all of them. So that is another good pack for me. We've only got 3 more of those left to get through. So let's see what we get here. What are we thinking? 1, 2, or 3? Speeding through these, so we'll do these and then we've got, I think I've got 15 foil packs to get through as well. number 3. Let's go with number 3. Go. There we go. We've got, let's bring it up a bit closer so we can see some of the cards. The Field of Mushrooms, Village Drunk, Raiding Party, Hoof to Helmet, Field of Mushrooms, Nordic Viper, Hoof to Helmet, Field of Thistles, Sindri the Smith, the Berserker, Frostfall and Fate, Forest Troll, Muspelheim's Moor, second one of that, Skorgamore, Slipnir, which we'll put to one side, Nidhogg, Garm, Loki, and Tyr. So, I believe that is the only one that we needed in the non-foil variant as well. Slipnir is on the list, so that is another one done. So we're almost there with, well, we're completing off some of the cards I need. Still got a couple of cards that I need in total. So hopefully, I think we've only got 2 cards left that we need to get to complete the set in full in one way, shape or form. And then a few cards left. Bring it back down. There we go. So yeah, we are just 2 cards missing to complete the full set, which is Shield's Wall and Soul's Final Gleam. And then we have an awful lot of cards that we need to get the non-shiny variants for, and the 3 cards that I didn't have, we need to get everything else. And we're going with number 1 this time. Let's get into it. Like so. Let's see what we get in this run of cards. Okay, looks like it's been printed slightly differently, but in a different order, but we'll go with it. So we've got a Nidhogg, a Njord, a Hell, all the gold. Let's grab all the gold cards out quickly. There we go. Put those to one side. So, Nordic Viper, Field of Mushrooms, Village Pigs, Village Drunk, Raiding Party, Barren Ground, Village Drunk, Field of Mushrooms, Frostfall and Fate again, Surtur's Forge, the Skorgamore, Sindri the Smith, Blood Eagle, Shattered Bonds, Surtur, we'll put that there because I think I need Surtur, and Frenzied Jotun. So if we look there, I believe we needed a copy of Hell, which we have now got. Surtur was not on the list, which is fine. I didn't think so. I just needed to double check. And Njord also not on the list, so I already have that one as well, which is absolutely fine. So that is another one ticked off for the non-shiny variants. So we are making some very good progress with that. But also leaves me with plenty of cards to do a deck build at some point, and then hopefully find someone in the local area who would be willing to learn to play the game with me. So we'll put Hell to one side. And we'll get into the final pack. If we can actually open it up just a little bit more. Let's get into this final pack here. Breezing through these cards. Breezing through them now. And here we go. The final set. So we have the Raiding Party, Nordic Viper, a Raiding Party again, and a Raiding Party again, and again. Barren Grounds, Field of Mushrooms, Hoof to Helmet, Surtur's Forge, Frostfall in Fate, Shattered Bonds, Forest Troll, Blood Eagle, the Berserker, Forest Troll, Gungear, Surtur, Needhogg, Thor, Loki, and some gold. Now I think Thor is the last one there. Yep. Thor is another one that we needed for the non-shiny variant, so that is another one ticked off the list. So in total we are still missing 2 cards to complete the set in full. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 with a non-shiny variant as well. So let's see how that goes as well. We'll quickly put all these away. And we'll put that to the top there, as that's another card to go into the pile because it means it saves me time later. Let's grab all of the cards. We've got an absolute ton of them. So what we'll do is, because we've only been streaming for half an hour, I'm going to say we'll go through the first 5. We'll take the first 5 cards. First 5 packs, and we'll run through these and see what we get, and then we will look to do the announcement for the competition as well. So, which pack should we pick? Get the mouse and make sure that if that's still spinning, we want number 4. Okie dokie, we can get number 4, which is that one there. And what we'll do, just to make life easy, is we'll just cut the tops off just to speed up the time for getting the cards out. Says not fully cut in the side, so we couldn't quite get the cards. So, and just look at the way that that shines off the little light off the top of my computer. But we have Hoof to Helmet, Nordic Viper, Village Pigs, Field of Mushrooms, Meathall Misstep, Field of Thistles, Skorgamore, Frostfall in Fate, Shattered Bonds, Skorgamore, Garm, Needhogg, Angrboda, Thor, and there we go, Shield Wall, which I believe is one of the cards that I needed. So, just thought that we now haven't got anywhere to put these cards, so we'll move them to one side, but we'll tick that off. So Shield Wall, we have the foil variant of, so that is just one card left to try to get now to complete the set in its entirety, at least once, to have all 50 cards to make the set complete. But still got a few variants left to get overall. Mainly non-foil, but that is okay. The more cards we have, the more cards we have to make decks. I know Shield Wall is one of the cards that I now want to get multiple copies of because of just how powerful the card is. It is a great card to have in a deck, so I want to have a complete set plus spares so I can make a deck knowing full well that that's going to be a deck that I would have. So, but I'm picking number 1 this time. Oh, you want 3? Okay, we'll do 3. But I'm having number 1 next. That's the card I want next. So, let's make sure the cards are all the way down so I can make a nice clean cut across the top, which would trigger a lot of people because I'm cutting the packs of the cards, but it makes life so much easier to do that and take them out. So, hoof to helmet. Move those off the stream because YouTube would be like, you've got scissors, sharp objects. Village, Plague Village, Village Pigs, Meadhall Misstep, Meadhall Misstep, Meadhall Misstep, Frostfallen Fate, Skorgamore, Sindri the Smith, Berserker, Fenrir, Rathatoska, Nord, Hermod, and Temple of Odin. So yeah, definitely don't need any of those in any way. Nope, that is fine. Absolutely fine. Opening the top pack because it would have been number 1 for me. So we've got Barren Grounds, Plague Village, Field of Mushrooms, Meadhall Misstep, Surtur's Forge, Skorgamore, Forest Troll, Blood Eagle, Surtur, Frenzied Jotun, Bragi, Tyr, and Trickery of Loki. All a good set of cards there. But again, sadly, not one we needed. But we've still got quite a few cards to get through, and as I say, it's just Soul's final gleam. We need to complete the full set. And then not too many of the non-foils left to complete it all again. So we are well and truly on our way to completing the set. Hopefully we can complete it off this stream. That would be fantastic. Otherwise, we'll be doing it again. Number 2. So I was looking at number 2. This is now number 2 in my hand. Looking at the size, feels like there's a few more cards in there. It won't be, but just feels it. Just looks a little bit bigger. So let's see what we get. Hoof to helmet. Nordic Viper. Let's try and do that so we can try and keep it shaking too much. Little Misstep. Village Pigs. Field of Mushrooms, Village Drunk, Forest Troll, Skorgamore, Surtur's Forge, Blood Eagle, Nidhogg, Bogdrauga, Thor, and Kloborda, and there it is. Soul's final gleam. that allows me to complete the entire set, to have every space filled in the collection. So the good news is there, we can close the book up, as unfortunately I will not now be able to get, well, I say close the book. If I get the Blood Eagle's Embrace, then I complete it with the foil version as well, but that is the only card that I now need a foil variant of. So we'll open up this last pack that we said we'll open for now. And then we've still got another 10 packs after this that we can open, and we'll see if we get the card in question. Move those off. So, Needful Misstep, Village Drunk, Plague Village, Barren Grounds again, Village Drunk, Sindri the Smith, Muspelheim's Moor, Shattered Bonds, Skogamore, Ratatoska, Surta, we got a Freya, which is a very beautiful card, and a Loki, and another Shield Wall. Look at that. At least we now know I can get a Shield Wall in a deck. That is fantastic news, so we'll just get that to one side. Get all the rubbish to one side for now, which is fantastic. So as I say, we just need Blood Eagle's Embrace to do within the last 10 packs of cards that we've got, but we won't do them all now because, ooh, this is a juicy pack. But we have a competition to do. We should have something out on display somewhere. We'll move my cards out of the way because I'm wondering where the tokens went for this, because I definitely know I had the tokens and they seem to have gone AWOL for the set that I'm giving away, which is a bit of a concern, but hopefully not. I've hopefully just stored them in a different location, but it is fine. We will find them, and if we can't find them, we will certainly sort it out so that there is a set to come as well with everything else, because the deck box in question is going to look something similar to my deck box. This is my own personal one because I like the colour purple. I've done a set of purple. The cards I have in sleeves at the moment are all just gold cards, but the winner will get a box very similar to this with a card that has been that way, a card that has been sleeved, so you can see what type of deck it is. You are getting card sleeves as well in the colours of red and blue, which I do know I have leftovers for myself because I have a secondary deck box. This is the deck box that I'm going to use for building my own deck. In this box you also get included, it'll be a set of counters. Again, for the purple deck I'm going to use purple counters, but again this is my own personal one with a Viking style coin. Now, as I say, that is my own personal one for me building, but I do also have a secondary one, as I just said, that is designed for the exact same thing, and this time I have already completely filled out decks based off the cards when I opened up my starter sets. So these are complete starter sets in here for red and blue, with another Viking style coin and a set of red and blue counters that come within the game. So, but as I say, if I cannot find the counters, those are the original counters that come with it as well, so I will, if I can't find the counters for it, we will include those ones, as it's not the end of the world for me to part with them if needs be, because I will sort out some counters for myself, as I should have kept an eye on them as to where I put all the additional bits and pieces. So, what we need to do is bring up this wheel spin. Let's put something back down just so we can see everything. Wheel spin is still spinning around. Lovely. Fantastic. Still got cards over there as well. Look at that. Lots and lots of cards. So, are we ready for the wheel spin? Are we ready to see who the winner is of the Folk Realms giveaway for the complete starter set, which is all bagged up, minus the counters, because I cannot for the life of me find where the counters are currently. And the box for storing absolutely everything in. Because this is your chance to win absolutely everything. And for packaging purposes, I will try and condense it all down to make life easier for everyone. So, are we ready? I wish everyone the best of luck in the competition. And 3, 2, I've included the cursor, which is good, so you can see this is actually live. It's not pre-recorded in any way, shape or form, just because I don't want any accusations of cheating. 3, 2, 1, spin the wheel. And our winner is Thor. So, Thor, if you are here, congratulations. If you are not, I will announce the winner over at Folk Realms as well. Sorry to the rest of you. There could be more of these in the future. I've still got to buy stuff to finish off my sets entirely to complete everything anyway, so I may look to do more competitions, so we'll figure something out down the line. We may do competition where you can win some of the mini starter decks, some packs of the full boosters. You know, we will figure that out. But congratulations to Thor on winning the competition. We will take that off the screen for now. So congratulations. I will reach out via Folk Realms to let you know, and we'll go from there. But what we are going to do now is just open a few more packs. But instead of doing it, picking the number, we're just going to pick 5 packs out from the top, put 5 packs to the side, and we're just going to cut into the packs now just to speed up time control. Just so we can get through these. So remember, we're on the hunt for 1 card now in the foil variant to complete that off in its entirety, which was Blood Eagle's Embrace. So we now just need to try and get Blood Eagle's Embrace to completely finish off absolutely everything here. So let's hope within the last 10 packs we can complete all foil variants of the cards, because that would be nice to be able to say that I've got all the cards now, which is good. I've got every single card at least once, but we want to finish it off so we've got all the foils and then it's just non-foils left, and then we can figure it out going from there as to what we do. We can look to do a deck building stream. If there's any cards that you guys are missing, let me know, because you've seen that I've opened quite a few. I might have a couple of spare copies that we can arrange to sort out, because before we open them up, my spares at the moment consist of these, which are completely full. These are rammed, they don't actually move anymore. This one's got a little bit of space left in it, bit of squeeze, but pretty full. And then everything we've opened today. So again, we've got a fair few cards to get through. So let's see what we get. But what we're going to do is we're going to try and take them out and hopefully not see too many of the cards. Because I don't want to see all the cards. There we go. Well, we've got them all facing the same way. There we go. It's a nice little pile. And let's have a go through this now. And let's see what we get. Tell you what, let's do. Let's adjust this a second. Don't worry, that's absolutely fine. Just drive safely. We want to. We'll also turn that down just a little bit to take a bit of the edge off that. Focus, yeah, we'll go with that for now. That'll do, we'll just zoom it in so then we don't have to worry about this too much. So, we've got the Village Drunk, Barren Grounds, that was just one card, Meadhall Misstep, Raiding Party, Meadhall Misstep, Barren Grounds, Sindri the Smith, Berserker, Skorgamore, Muspelheim's Moor, Ratatoska, Fenrir, Odin, Bragi, and Temple of Odin in the first set. Then we've got Hoof to Helmet, Plague Village, Meadhall Misstep, and Meadhall Misstep again, and once again, Raiding Party, Forest Troll, Surtur's Forge, Frostfallen Fate, Shattered Bonds, Fenrir, Ratatoska, Hermod. We've then got Frigg, and we've got another Soul's Final Gleam. So another one that we've only just got today, but we've got it again, which is fantastic. We've got Field of Thistles, Field of Mushrooms, Field of Thistles, Field of Mushrooms, Meathall Misstep, Village Pigs, Skorgamore, Muspelheim's Moor, Berserker again, 2 copies of Nidhogg, Hell, Odin, and Trickery of Loki. Not bad, not bad. As we say, it's just Blood Eagle's Embrace that we just want the foil version for to complete off all foil cards. So, Field of Mushrooms, Meathall Misstep, Plague Village again, Field of Thistles, Meathall Misstep. That has got to probably be the most common card that I have seen, especially today. We've got Blood Eagle, close to what we need, but not quite. Skorgamore, Sindri the Smith, Shattered Bonds, Surtur. We've got Draugr, not to confuse with our mod, Draugr, Tyr, and Thor, and another Soul's Final Gleam. It's teasing us in the fact that we need 1 card. I'm after 1 card now to complete off the foils, because if we don't get it in this lot, we have to get it within the last 5 to then hopefully complete off everything. I'll tell you what, we'll quickly zoom the camera back out a bit because it's a bit too, I don't like it. So, there we go. So, let's see what we get. Raiding Party, Field of Thistles, Meathall Misstep, told you, most common card, Village Pigs, Grab 2, Barren Grounds, Village Drunk, Sindri the Smith, Muspelheim's Moor, Shattered Bonds, Berserker, Nidhogg, Ratatoska, Hermod, Njord, and Harsh Punishment. So we didn't get it in that round of cards, but that is okay. That is absolutely fine. It is not the end of the world. That is what happens with card collecting games. At the end of the day, I still need, let's see, what was it? So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are missing 6 cards in total for the non-foil variant, and we're missing 1 card for foil variant now. So, I know I can only get foils in these packs because these are the foil boosters. So, I know that there's only 1 card that we want to get to complete the full foil form off, but we have completed the set with having at least 1 of every variant, well, 1 of every card at least. So we're almost there for completing it twice with enough spare to make a deck, and also have plenty of spares for anyone within the Folk Realms community that is part of the group, for them to reach out to see what we've got. We can, the group was created for the basis of people can join to then share and do all the bits and pieces. You know, so we want people to trade with each other. Let's see what we get in the last lot. We got Village Pigs, Plague Village, Field of Mushrooms, Hoof to Helmet, Field of Mushrooms, Surtur's Forge, Blood Eagle, Skorgamore, Sindri the Smith, Ratatoska, Ratatoskr again. We got a Tyr. We got a Loki. And another Shield Wall. So after not having the card, we've got it quite a few times. Which I'm happy about because it means it's going in a deck. There is a fly at my desk. Lovely. Right. Field of Thistles. Buff to Helmet. Nordic Viper. No, our favourite card is there. Field of Thistles. There's the Meadhall Misstep. Field of Thistles again. Blood Eagle. Shattered Bonds. Shattered Bonds again. Forest Troll. Garm. Ratatoskr. Loki. Bragi. And Temple of Odin. Three more packs to go. Three more packs to go. Right. Field of Mushrooms. Field of Mushrooms. Village Drunk. Plague Village. Village Drunk. Village Pigs. Sindri the Smith. Skorgamore. Sindri the Smith again. Another Skorgamore. We've got a Fenrir. We've got a Slipnir. We have Freya. And we have Balder. And we have Blood Eagle's Embrace in the foil variant, which I believe, as I was saying, is the last card we want for foil, meaning I have completed the full set today for foil variants. So let's mark that off so then I know I've got it, so that I don't lose track. So moving forwards, this just means that we're predominantly after non-foil cards. But we have now finally completed a full set in one of the variants being foil, which is great. So, Raiding Party. So what we're now after is some good cards here for me to be able to make a good deck for myself. Hoof to Helmet, Sindri the Smith, Muspelheim's Moor, Muspelheim's Moor again, Sindri the Smith, Slipnir, Surtur, Hell, Hermod, and Harsh Punishment. And we have one last lot to get through. Plague Village, Village Pigs, Barren Grounds, Plague Village, Meadhall Misstep, Field of Mushrooms, Berserker, which is just a good all-round card, which I think that any deck you're going to find, you're always going to find at least 2 copies of Berserker in there immediately. Surtur's Forge, Muspelheim's Moor, Blood Eagle, Gungnir, Fenrir, again a very strong card to have, one that I probably would run. I know it's a high cost of 7, but it's just powerful. You got Bragi, Angroboda, and Trickery of Loki, and that completes off all of that. But what we'll do for the last little bit of the stream is we're going to go through all the cards and we're going to add them into the respective slots in my binder. If I can get my binder out on my desk, so we're probably going to have to try and put some bits and pieces away quickly, just so we can get everything in the binder. can now fully complete the binder in some way, shape or form. I put it there, which is absolutely fine. So, get it to zoom down to here. Thank you very much. Right, so let's go to the very back page to start with. As I know, number 48 is the Blood Eagle's Embrace, so we'll combine those two together. If we can actually get them in. There we go. Where is it? I'm now going to spend an eternity trying to find the cards and where they currently sit. Ah, there we go. There's one of them. There's Sleipnir. Sleipnir needs to go behind foil variant Sleipnir. Let's try and find all the other cards first. Certus Forge, there's Certus Forge, so he's here. Goes on that side. Shield Wall, which is right here. I knew I was looking at a blank space for a reason. And Soul's Final Gleam should be right next to Loki, of which we also need to put Loki in. Right back there. So Thor, Hel. See, I knew I went straight past it. There's Thor. And then the others should be quite early on in the book, so should be on here. There's Hel. Frenzied Jotun. And Nidhogg. And that is now a fully completed set. So, as I say, we just have a few cards now to get through. We need to get a few more cards for completing off the non-shiny, the non-foil variants of the cards. What we'll probably do is I might replicate this. So we're going to have foil and non-foil, so we can have them all on display instead of just having them all out back to back. The only reason I created the space initially is just on the sole basis of creating space for new versions of cards or movement of any new cards should they come in. But that is everything. We'll just put some bits and pieces out on display for now. Let's get the mouse working again for a second. Still displaying? Yeah, it's fine. So again, congratulations to Thor for winning the competition. I will head over to Folk Realms in just a moment to completely announce it over there. I do want to thank everyone who did take the opportunity to enter. Again, sorry you didn't win, but we can look to see if there's another stream we can do. I know some people aren't interested in pack openings because it's not exactly fun. I might just buy some packs myself, open them, then we can do a deck building stream. You know, it'd be good to have a bit of a community talk where everyone talks together to really get on the cards, because it would be really good to see the game flourish and take off a little bit more. But yeah, that is everything from me. So thank you very much for everyone joining, and I hope you are well and hope you enjoy the rest of your weekends. But thank you very much, and goodbye.